In 2019, the global poultry market increased by 6% to $231.5 billion US, rising for the third consecutive year. And a continued upward consumption trend is expected according to an Index Boss report. While in Nigeria, the local demand for frozen chicken is above 2 million metric tons annually, and the Nigerian farmers are only capable of producing 300,000 metric tons, leaving a wide gap of 1.7 million metric tons. So why don't you start a poultry farming business today and fill a bit of that gap? I know you want to. If not, you will not be watching this video right now. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 8 basic steps you must follow before starting your poultry farming business. So stay with me. Welcome back. My name is Uncle Samuel. I'm a teacher and a graduate of biochemistry. I'm passionate about poultry farming and I want to see people succeed in it without the fear of losing their pets or money. On this channel, I'll share helpful tips and guides to help people like you who are interested in poultry farming to set up and scale up your poultry farming business. Welcome back. As I said earlier, I'll be sharing with you 8 basic steps you must consider before starting a poultry farming business. But before that, you have to answer these 3 questions sincerely. 1. Are you knowledgeable about poultry farming? Will you make a chance to acquire these skills? Secondly, are you passionate about poultry farming? And lastly, will you be available? Perpetual absence is bad for poultry business. If the answer is yes to these questions, welcome to the family. With no further ado, let's get down to business. Get your pen and paper because the weakest ink is better than the best memory. Step 1. Choose your niche. Poultry farming involves rearing of domestic birds such as chickens, turkey, quail, geese, etc. for the purpose of egg or meat. In this video, I'm going to stick with chicken since it is a more stable meat in general. Niches under this include egg and meat production. We also have chicken breeding or hatchery. We have feed production / equipment and drug. We also have meat and egg processing. Choose the best niche that fits your life. Next is choose the type of birds. We have 2 major commercial birds, the layers and the meat chicken, which is broiler. And the third one is the dual purpose. This dual purpose can give you an appreciable amount of meat as well as egg, but they are not proficient meat producer than broiler or proficient egg producer than layers. We have the Noila in Nigeria, while in West or in East Africa, in Uganda, Kenya, we have the Kainji improved chickens. These are dual purpose and they are in vogue now and they are on the increase. Their demand is on the increase. So you can check it out in your own locality. Step 3, choose your farm location. Your farm location can make or break your poultry farming business. Care should be taken while locating your poultry farm. There are several factors you have to consider while you locate your poultry farm. First, good road, the right market, availability of clean water, light, and labor. If you are not buoyant enough, you can start small at your backyard, but make it a priority to get a better farm as soon as you can. Step 4, get financial help. Setting up a poultry farm requires a lot of funding. You will be buying a lot of materials or equipment such as drinkers, feeders, brooder, heater, etc. With a little bit creativity, you can improvise some of this equipment. And again, there are several ways you can source for fund. You can save up through crowdfunding, loan, but don't go for loan as a beginner. Investors can decide to invest in you, but you'll be pressured. Ask for your family and friends. That is my best advice. You can ask your family and friends to help you out with some money. In that way, the pressure will not be much. You feel little or no pressure, unlike getting a loan. as a beginner which cannot be visible. If you are getting value from this video, please like the video. It is the most important metric to getting to people like you who needs it. Fifth step, provide shelter and housing for the birds. In poultry farming, we have three major housing systems. 1, the extensive system. 2, the semi-intensive system. 3, the intensive system. The semi-intensive system and extensive system are practiced by farmers who have access to large acres of land where animals can move freely and graze with a lot of forage and sunlight. The only problem with this is that large farmers or commercial farmers cannot win with this method. And again, poaching, where your bird will start missing mysteriously either by hunters or by predators. Then the intensive system, the birds are kept in deep litter or cages. Here, ventilation, illumination, spacing, biosecurity measures are placed into consideration while constructing this housing system. Step 6, provide feeding and medication. In poultry farming, feeds makes up 80% of your expenditure. Any mistakes made at this point will be so detrimental to your poultry farming business. 1, get a better feed from a reputable feed mill, as well as the birds. I forgot to mention this. Get your birds or chicks from a reputable hatchery. In poultry farming, the feed, where you get your feed and birds, is a success determining step. Any mistake made at this point will be detrimental to your poultry success. Again, follow a standard vaccination table that is made for your locality or region. We have different vaccination tables made for different regions. So consult your local veterinary. Step 7, record keeping. Daily record keeping should be kept in your farm. This will include space, age of birds, sales, mortality recorded, feed, medication, vaccination use to help track expenditure, profit or loss. Then this record keeping will now be available for future poultry projects like planning for disease control program and for estimation and forecast. The last but not the least, and one of the most important steps in poultry farming business is marketing and sales. Marketing is the soul of every business. What is the essence of production if you cannot market and sell? Here you have to understand the needs of your prospective customer. This should be considered while choosing your niche to make sure there's high demand in the commodity, be it egg, meat, feeds, etc. Understanding your customer goes beyond knowing the demand for the products, but as well as knowing how they want it. Thus, you have to tailor your product towards these needs. Peter Drucker was right when he says that the aim of marketing is to understand your customer so well that the product or service fits him or sells itself. And again, one of the mistakes poultry farmer makes is that they put production before marketing. Marketing should come before production instead. You don't start producing, after producing, start looking for who to buy your chickens. No, you get stranded and you hardly make or break even or make profits. So next time, try to look for prospective customers, restaurants, hotels, schools, etc. and strike a deal with them before going into production. By that way, at least 70% or 60% of your chicken will go direct to will be sold to direct consumers instead of giving it all to middlemen, which will amount to little or no profit. So if you have gained value from this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified as soon as I release my next video. You can see my first video on YouTube and get anticipated on what you'll be expecting more from this video. Thank you for watching one more time. Take care and make your birds happy, because a happy bird only make a happy farmer. Bye bye.